Welcome to all of you. My name is Laura Garrison-Brook. This is going to be the final class on Vishuddha Chakra in this series. And we've been here for a while. We've been really marinating in our throat center, which has been fun. This is the seat of wisdom, and we've really been leaning into our truth and our wisdom. So I'm glad that you're here. And tomorrow we're going to be moving up to the sixth chakra, the third eye, which is pronounced a variety of ways depending on your yoga tradition. So today we're going to work our way through the energy centers of the body, which is going to be really fun because this is all about bringing the energy up to the throat. And I think this is the way we might be closing the remainder of our chakra classes, where we really do the blessing of the energy centers. Hello, Christelle. All right. Well, good. We'll come to the head of the mat, feeling your feet root down into this moment. Oh, that's pretty good. Okay, good. So feeling yourself really rooting down. Okay, the first chakra is Muladhara. Muladhara chakra, our root. Oh, we've got no music. Our root chakra, the element is earth. So feeling the feet on the earth. Feeling yourself really just dropping down and taking stock. Palms shine forward here in your Tadasana. Bring the chin into the chest a little bit. Tuck the tail. And feel yourself taking stock of this moment, of this body. Really allowing yourself here to settle in. Another breath. Feeling those feet root down, root to rise. Bring the arms up overhead. Our seed sound for Muladhara Chakra is Lam. The element is earth. The color is red. So we inhale those arms out and up, reach up, lift up, close the eyes if that's comfortable. And then we exhale the hands down to the heart space. And feel into the feet, feel into the legs, feel into the root. Thinking of the color red as if there's a beach ball of energy. Our pranamaya kosha, our energetic body, extends beyond our physical body, and we want to expand that out. Blessing of the energy centers. Inhale, reach up and arch over. Lam. The affirmation here is I am safe. I am worthy. Inhale straight up. Exhale over. Inhale, reach up. You can say to yourself, I take up space. So bring those arms out. Feet hip width apart or wider. And you can come up onto the balls of the feet, open the eyes if you do. And feel yourself rooting down, grounding down, getting balanced. Lam. Lam is the seed sound of Muladhara Chakra. And then settle those heels down and fold down into your Uttanasana. Forward fold. Soften those knees as much as you need to. Listen to your body. Everything that I say here in these practices, they're always just suggestions. Listen to your body. You're the pilot of your yoga experience. I'm just your co-pilot. Head relaxes, swaying back and forth. I am here. I am grounded. I am worthy.
breathing, expand the root, expand that beach ball of energy beyond the body. The color is red. The hands can just lightly go down the legs, maybe just a little bit of a deeper fold. Inhale, arch up halfway, flat back. And then sit it down, coming into an easy seat. Okay? So we're really going to be thinking about drawing the energy up as if it's a swirl, a beautiful vortex of energy. So we circle forward, inhaling, and then we exhale it back. Inhale forward. He's sneezing, he's coughing. Cooper's a mess today. Inhale forward, exhale back. This is the Sufi grind. And really root down into the root chakra, Muladhara chakra. We inhale forward. And we exhale back. And if it's comfortable, close your eyes and go inside. I am worthy. I am enough. And if one of these phrases really settles on you, that's the phrase that you repeat to yourself. I take up space. I deserve to be here. I am grounded. I am safe. And then switch directions. Maybe even bringing the head down and just feeling yourself. Swirling energy. Again, the element is earth. The color is red. Muladhara chakra. The first chakra, the root chakra. We're drawing energy up, swirling it up through the three central nadis. Sushumna is the central nadi, which rises straight up along the spine. And then we have Ida and Pingala, which is the left and right energetic lines of the body. And come on up to center. Beautiful long spine. And from here we're going to do Mulabanda. Now Mulabanda, if you have high blood pressure, it's not recommended. It's not recommended if you're pregnant or on your cycle. For the rest of us, and if you're in that place, just sit and breathe and bring awareness into the root. For the rest of us, we're going to draw up. And this is where, if you have a block, it can be really helpful to take your block, especially if you're not experienced with Mulabanda. Take your block and sit it between the ankles and sit down onto the block. And what you're really aiming for is getting the from the tailbone forward to the pubic bone. You want to be sitting on the block. And the reason that this is helpful is it really gives you a better sensory connection to the root. Okay, so the root lives between the anus and the genitals, that kind of, perineal sling of tissue. That's where the root is. And what we want to do with Mulabanda is we want to draw up, because there's all this energy that kind of rests in the pelvic bowl, and this whole practice is about drawing that energy up, really lighting up the throat. Okay? So we exhale. Inhale. Feeling yourself rooting down. And then exhale. And we draw in, draw up, feeling that engagement through the root. And then we inhale and we release. So it can kind of feel like a Kegel, if you're familiar with the Kegels, like when you, clench in order to stop the flow of urine. You're like, oh, she's talking about all kinds of stuff in yoga today. But as you're able to tease through this experience, so we inhale and we release, and then we exhale and lift up, you'll be able to distinguish between the genitals, the anus, and the perineum. That's as it becomes more and more subtle. But in the beginning, you might be like, Laura, I'm just kind of clenching everything. And that's totally fine. That's totally fine. I'm with you. I'm with you some days where it's just like, let's just kind of tighten it all up. And we draw up and think about rising this energy up, rising it up. And we're shifting from Mulabanda, from Muladhara Chakra, into Swadhisthana Chakra. Swadhisthana, the color is orange. Let's do one more. We inhale, we release. And we exhale and we draw up, lift up, engage. As if we're kind of squeezing that energy up. And release and come off of the block. Knees under hips, hands under shoulders. And we're moving up to Swadhisthana. Swadhisthana is let me get our comments going here just to make sure I'm tracking with y'all. Alrighty. Mag says she's in the grass. I like it. Connecting with the earth through the grass. So let's exhale and arch into our cat. And inhale, lift that tailbone up. Rise up. So the color of our second chakra is orange. The element is water. So as you start kind of going into this cat and cow, I want you to start getting really intuitive. Closing the eyes, don't look at me. Just feel inside and just kind of start making circles with the tail, circles with the head. Bringing a watery element in here to the flow. The color is orange. The sound is vam, vam with a V, vam. And just really feel here. The affirmation is, I am creative. I am sensual. I am sexual. So just really feel yourself freeing the energy in the hips. Another breath. And then plug those hands in, curl the toes, lift the hips. Come on up into your down dog. And again, swim your dog around. I was just reading this morning about Kundalini Rising because I was thinking about us bringing energy up the spine. And what was interesting is they said that Kundalini Rising in the Western world is pretty rare. It's a really deep transformational experience. Really rising that tailbone up. And then glide forward to plank. And again, rise it up. Have this be watery and flow. And one of the reasons, and I've never heard this before, I was like, man, that's so interesting. One of the reasons that it's so rare here in the Western world, and it's when I've experienced it once. And I gotta tell you, it was wild. Flip that right leg back and up, stretch it up, reach it up, roll the foot on the ankle, and step that right foot forward. Left knee comes down. So the right knee is right over the ankle. And this, I'm trying to remember who it was. I just read the article. It was a Yoga Journal article. Let those hips release down, relax down. What he said is that Kundalini Rising, this energetic rising, and it almost feels like, for me, my experience, is it felt like my tailbone had been plugged into a light socket. It was intense. I mean, really intense. I was like, holy moly, what just happened? Set those hips back, toes stay down. And what he said, which was so interesting, is that it doesn't happen all that often here in the Western world because we're so fixated on doing the poses exactly right and always being, in flow with the teacher, following the teacher. And there's not a lot of freedom given to be intuitive. Exhale over that leg, toes rise up. And really continuing to connect to, inhale up if that's comfortable with the knee. Remember, you can always pad that left knee. That beach ball of energy, now it's orange. So you can feel it. You can just feel like you're expanding the energy beyond the body. The color is orange. I am creative. I am sensual. I am sexual. Right? The element is water. The sound is Vam. Hands frame the foot. So in every class, certainly in my classes, hopefully in all classes, always giving yourself permission to be intuitive. Always, always, always. Listen to your body. Curl those back toes under and step it back. Because when you listen to your body, that's when, your body effectively takes the wheel so that you address the energetic blocks you have. I can give you suggestions and maybe they'll work and maybe they won't. Glide forward, plank pose. And watery, beautiful flow of energy lifting up. Inhale it forward. Color is orange. Vam is our affirmation. And then step that left foot forward. Left knee's right over the ankle, hands frame the foot. Beautiful. Pouring of energy down that right leg. And then drop the knee. Low runner's lunge. Shoulders down the back. And set those hips back. Toes stay down. Inhale it forward. Closing the eyes, going in. Exhale those hips back. Toes rise up. Breathe into the hips. Breathe into that expansiveness. As you inhale, feel the expansiveness of the orange beach ball of energy expand beyond the body. And exhale, feel it brighten. Bring the hips forward. And then come on up, and you can take your Jala mudra. It's when the thumb covers the index, the pinky finger, Jala. You can bring the hands down. The pinky finger represents water. Jala mudra. Another breath. And then hands frame the foot. Curl those back toes under. And step it back. Down dog. Walk your dog out. Again. I am creative. I am sensual. I am sexual. All of these things live in the second chakra. Another breath. And then glide forward, and we're transitioning into the third. Manipura Chakra, the seat of jewels. So maybe just a gentle rock back and forth here in your plank. Tukonasana. Feeling the belly warming up. The color is yellow. For me, it's like shaking a little bit. The sound is Ram, Ram. And this is our engine. Manipura Chakra. Another breath. And come on down, knees, chest, chin. And float on up. Beautiful Bhujangasana. Exhale it down. And let's bring our hands off the mat into Super Cobra. I need to learn how to say super. in Sanskrit. I guess it would be Maha. Maha means big. Big Cobra. Maha Bhujangasana. Exhale it down. And for this Manipura chakra, the affirmation is, I manifest. I create. In the Swadhisthana chakra, we're creative. But here in the Manipura chakra, we get things done. So we exhale it down. And we inhale it up. We've got a sun in our bellies. Right? Hands come underneath the shoulders. Curl the toes under. Lift up. Adho Mukha Svanasana. Down dog. Head hangs heavy. Roll that head. Walk your dog out. Feeling beautiful energy in the belly. Color is yellow. The element is fire. Fire. Another breath. And let's come on down onto our backs. And we'll do Kapalabhati. And again, Kapalabhati is not recommended for people who are pregnant, if you have high blood pressure, if you have intracranial pressure issues, i.e. stuff like glaucoma. Kapalabhati isn't great for you. Kapalabhati is skull shining breath. So we're coming onto our back, our palms are down, we're lifting our hips, and we're bringing our hips onto the forearms. If you're on the first 2 days of your cycle, this also isn't great, this breath. But you can do the movement. You can do the leg movements, which is like this crisscross. Okay? So we're crisscrossing, and then we're adding in Kapalabhati. And make sure that you're not doing a fish out of water impersonation, which I often do. Bring the chin down towards the chest. And what we do is it's a really powerful exhale through the nose, and then a passive inhale. So it's a super energizing, okay? And then you just do this until you feel complete. You're closing your eyes and you're listening, and you're really, like that fire in the belly, it's burning brighter and brighter and brighter. You're like, yeah, something's burning, Laura. And I know I talked for a while, so just go ahead and relax down. Allow the feet to flop open. And you say to yourself, I am confident. I am strong. I am powerful. I manifest. I create. And you settle on the one that feels the most, that really resonates with you. The color is yellow. The element is fire. The Bija mantra is Ram. Breathing into that beach ball of energy, expanding it beyond the body. As you inhale, it expands. And as you exhale, it brightens beyond the body. Really leaning into our prana maya kosha, our energetic body. Prana in Sanskrit means energy. So then we do it again. Lift the hips, forearms down, palms face down. This protects the low back. And this time, our legs are up and we're running on the ceiling. So every time we do that powerful exhale, the legs shift. So it's... And you do this until you're like, all right, that is enough of that. Okay? Listen to your body. Breathe into the belly. Beautiful yellow energy in the belly. And pause. I am powerful. I manifest. I get stuff sun. Yellow, yellow sun in the belly, expanding beyond the body. Feel yourself melting down into the earth. The lower three chakras are our physical chakras. They're the things that are gross, like earth can be touched, water can be touched, fire, I wouldn't recommend it, but it can be touched. This is our physicality. And then as we go up the chakras, things become more and more subtle, more and more refined. Let's do one more round. We're going to go back to the crisscross. So again, lift the hips up, forearms underneath the hips, palms down, legs go up, and we crisscross in our Kapalabhati. Firing up the belly. Color is yellow. And keep going until you feel complete, and then come down. Turn the heat up in here. Relax down. Inhaling. The Bija mantra is Ram, Ram. Another breath. And now let's rock and roll. So let's lift our hips up and rock along the long muscles of the spine. And we're shifting from Manipura up to Anahata, the heart. The color is green. And again, listening to the body, if you're like, Laura, I don't like this, then don't do it. Don't do it. Maybe just swing the knees around on the back. Let's do two more. One more, and get some momentum up. And if you can, come on up to standing and swim the arms up. And feel yourself here. Again, feet wider than hip width. Arms reach up, lift up. And feel yourself here, taking stock of the chakras that we've worked upon. Red, Muladhara. Orange, Swadhisthana. Yellow, Manipura. And now we're in the heart, and the color is an emerald green. The element is air. And open the heart. Maybe lift the chin a bit. And then swan dive down. Inhale, arch up halfway, flat back. Exhale, release. And step it back. Susan was saying, yep, lots of heat. Yeah, that Kapalabhati, that gets it going. Breathe in here in your dog. And float that right leg back and up if you like three-legged dog. Otherwise, don't do it. And step that foot forward. Coming into your Vira 1. Set your feet and lift it up. And really feel the heart. The hips are squared forward. Feel the heart shining forward. Lifting it up. Breathing. And open it up. Virabhadrasana 2. Stretching from fingertip to fingertip. Again, the color is green. The arms are extensions of the heart. So feel yourself. This, you can go into a laboratory and have the energy that pours off the heart measured. They've got, and this isn't just like these esoteric, crazy laboratories. The amount of energy that's poured off of the heart is intense, right? When we have a heart attack, what do? They hit us with the paddles, right? Glide forward into your Tukonasana. So really feel the heart just opening up. The color is green. And you can say to yourself, I am loving. I am abundant. And bring that shoulder down as if it's the wing of a bird. And draw the fingertips up the arm, across the heart, and up and out. So as if you're flying here. Exhale it down. And inhale it up. I am abundant. I am loved. I am worthy of love. I love myself. That arm stretches up. And then if you'd like, you can add side angle arm to your Tukonasana. And then float that hand down and around. And come on up. Viratu. Shoulders down the back. Pour energy out the fingertips. Another breath. And hands either side of the foot. Again, the color is green. The element is air. Bring those knees down. The bija mantra for Anahata is yum. Inhale, lift up. And exhale, arch, opening the back heart. Breathe. That beautiful beach ball of energy is green now. And it totally encompasses the heart, expanding well beyond the body. Breathing here as you move and open the energy centers. Inhale, lift. And exhale, arch. Plug those hands in, curl the toes, lift the hips. Head hangs heavy. I am loving. I am worthy of love. Float the left leg back and up, stretch it up, reach it up. And stepping forward, knowing you're going into Vira 1. Hips are going to be square towards the short edge of the mat. Take your time, set your feet, and lift on up. Expanding yourself up. Open the heart, beautiful back bend. I am abundant. I love myself. I am loving. And then open it up into your Vira 2. Lengthen the stance. Hips are now open towards the long edge of the mat. And really extend those arms. Feel yourself rooting down here, breathing into the heart. Breathe. And the beach ball of energy, green energy, expands. And then exhale, straighten that leg. And it brightens. Lean, 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 lean into your Tukonasana. And come on down. Triangle pose. Breathing here. Feeling the heart opening. Anahata means unstruck. And then we just gently bring that hand down as if it's an enormous wing of a beautiful bird. And then we draw our fingers softly up the lower arm, across the heart, and open it up. As if you're soothing, calming, loving, nurturing this entire chakra, Anahata. We exhale the hand down. Inhale it up. Last one. And then if you want to add side angle arm, you can do that. Palm faces down. And then float it up. Arm comes all the way around. Vira 2. And then hands other side of the foot, come on down. Walk out your dog. Head hangs heavy. And then drop the knees. Walk the hands forward into your puppy dog stretch or Anahatasana, which opens the heart so the palms press. If you have a block and you feel like, it's hard for you to get your head down, you can absolutely rest the head on the block. If you can bring the forehead all the way down. Palms press into the mat. And again, inhale. We expand our beach ball of energy, green. Exhale, it brightens. Inhale. And exhale, we yum. Yum is the Bija mantra. And then come on back. Curling the toes under. Hands lightly wrap around the feet. And then we lift up into our rabbit, opening the back of the heart, super light on the top of the head. Virtually no pressure on the crown. And open the back heart. Again, inhale. The beach ball of energy brightens, beautiful bright emerald green. And exhale, it expands. And then come on back. And come on to the back body. Grabbing the block or blocks, because we're going to come into supported bridge. If you're on your cycle, supported bridge, it's better to do legs up the wall. Okay, I am one with my plant. So, soles of the feet on the earth. And let's do half bridge for a few breaths. So we inhale and just allow ourselves to melt down. And then we exhale and we press into the feet. Thigh bones stay parallel. The knees have a tendency to want to fall out, so we want to keep our thigh bones parallel. As we lift up, engaging the deep core, the transverse abdominals, which are these deep core muscles that live just inside the hip points. And then we inhale as we release. And then we exhale up. Starting to shift into Vishuddha. For those who have been with me for a while, you know that Vish is poison and Shuddha is purification. So the throat is all about, understanding the challenges of life and turning them into lessons. Turning our challenges into wisdom. The sound of the throat is hum. Hum. So we're exhaling on the release. We're inhaling on the release. We're exhaling on the effort as we lift. Last one. Firing up the glutes, firing up the deep core. And then as you're ready, if you're doing bridge, again, if you're on your cycle, I instead encourage you to do legs up the wall. I encourage you to take supported bridge so that the block, you'll see that I use 2 blocks here. The block is wide across the body. And the reason we do this is we don't want to turn the block narrow because that destabilizes the SI joints, the sacroiliac joints. And roll those shoulders in. This is going to bell the heart, which is this is such a great pose for both opening the heart and stimulating the throat, because you bring the chin down towards the heart space. This is another bandha, Jalandhara bandha, which is throat lock or throat seal. It's very, very good for the thyroid, for those of us who might have lazy thyroids. So we're bringing the chin in towards the heart. Again, the seed sound is hum. So you can hum here and really feel the resonance deep in the throat. Hum. The color of Vishuddha is turquoise, a turquoise blue. The element is ether, as in space. So we're getting more and more refined, right? The heart was air. The throat is ether. And the sound is hum. And you say to yourself here, as you're in bridge, or if you'd like, you can bring one leg up. You're saying to yourself, I trust the universe. I trust myself. Whichever leg you brought up, bring it down and bring the opposite leg up. I trust myself. Bring that leg down. And then if you'd like, you can just chill here in supported bridge, or you can bring both legs up. Chin in towards the chest. Breathing here. I am wise. I trust myself. And feel that beach ball of energy, that turquoise color, expanding as you inhale in, expanding beyond the body. And then as you exhale, it brightens. Stretching the toes open. Another breath. And we're going to go straight into our meditation. Usually we do Shavasana and chat for a second and then meditate. But for this class, we're going to go straight into our meditation and then do Shavasana. So coming down, coming off of the blocks, getting them out of your way. Roll down the spine. Nice and slow. Allow the spine to normalize. Taking a breath. And then it might feel really good to bring those knees into the chest and just rock it out. Rock it out. Hug it in. And come on up to a seat. Let's do our meditation together. So coming onto a block or a cushion, however you comfortably meditate, we'll do this for about 5 minutes, maybe a little less. We'll see. So what we're going to do, we've been working on lifting things up, right? Lifting up our energy. So again, hands are on the knees. You can take Gyan Mudra if you'd like, which is the backs of the hands on the knees with the fingers in an OK sign. Okay? Gyan Mudra. And I invite you to just experience a gentle Mulabanda again, engaging the root, squeezing up, lifting up on the exhale, and then release. I got that reversed, y'all. You should lift into Mulabanda on the inhale. Engage. And then exhale, release. Let's do one more. Just drawing that energy up. Last one. Nice squeeze through the root. Lifting up. And exhale. And now we're going to chant our way through all of the bija mantra that we went through. Okay? So we're going to take a nice big inhale, and then we're going to go through those sounds, and I'm going to type them in. Thank you, Lori, for your donation. So it's Lam, Lam, Ram, Yam. Go. So if you're like me and you need to see it written down, you got it. That's your cheat sheet. Okay? And remember, it's red, orange, yellow, green, turquoise, blue. Okay? So you might be like, Laura, that's too much. I just want to focus on the sound. Cool. You're like, Laura, I'm super visual. I just want to focus on the color. Cool. You can listen to my sound. Okay? You do what speaks to you. This is your practice. Eyes are closed. Nice big inhale. And we're going to go through all of those sounds in one breath. And then we're going to sit in the silence and allow the energy just to circulate. We'll do this together for a few minutes. Ready? Lam, vam, ram, yam, ham, om. Lam, vam, ram, yam, ham, om. So in case you didn't guess, Om is the sound of the sixth chakra. So that's why that's the final sound. And then silence is the sound of the seventh. Lam, vam, ram, yam, ham, om. Lam, vam, ram, yam, sit in the silence. Feeling the beautiful vortex of energy rising up, lighting up our hearts and our throats. And breathing into our abundance, our love, and our wisdom. And then in your own time, coming down onto the mat, into your Shavasana, whatever that might look like, so that you really melt down. Going back to what we started with, the earth, Muladhara Chakra. Feeling yourself just relaxing down, being held by Gaia, Mother Earth. So a few words to share with you today. Leonard Cohen wrote, "Ring the bells that still can ring. Forget your perfect offering. There is a crack in everything. That's how the light gets in." There is a crack in everything. That's how the light gets in. And Rumi says something very similar. Rumi says, "The wound is the place where the light enters you." And he goes on to write, "In your light, I learn how to love. In your beauty, how to make poems. You dance inside my chest where no one sees you, but sometimes I do, in that sight becomes this art. In all of this seeking, Rumi writes, there is a voice that doesn't use words. Listen. And that's at the heart of this yoga practice, is learning to listen. More and more deeply learning to listen. So as you're ready, bringing movement into the body, wiggling fingers and toes, rolling the head on the neck, rolling the hands on the wrists, the feet on the ankles. Just waking up to this beautiful moment where maybe the chakras are a little bit more aligned. Maybe they're a little more polished. They might shine a little bit brighter. And rolling over to cradle the heart, rolling over onto the right side. And just hug yourself here. Rocking back and forth. Giving yourself so much love. This is where it all begins, you loving you. And gently press yourself up into an easy seat. Hands come into the heart space. And let's take a nice big inhale, so